Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for Tuesday, July 28th, 2015. We are on the way to the end of this month. We have a couple more days left, and it looks like we're going to introduce once again some hazy, hot, and humid weather conditions throughout the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area. There will even be a threat for an extremely isolated thunderstorm in the afternoon hours. Temperatures this morning range from the mid to upper 60s over your northern interior and far western suburbs. Otherwise, look for lower to mid 70s in many of your urban areas and along the coast, with a weak southwesterly wind at around 5 miles per hour to around 1 miles per hour. One thing's for sure, humidity is definitely on the rise, and we do have some areas of low-level fog that is reducing visibility to around 2 to 4 miles, especially over portions of eastern Pennsylvania and right along the immediate coast. When we take a look at the latest infrared satellite picture, we still have this weak stationary boundary that is slowly washing out. Really, the difference between this boundary here is that you have more low clouds over central and eastern Pennsylvania and not as many low clouds along the coast. That's pretty much about it. Other than that, you're seeing a pretty much similar air mass throughout this boundary, and it really won't produce much in the way of an influence as far as any thunderstorm development today, as this trough will completely collapse by the time we get to about the noon hour. One thing is for sure, it will be much warmer with temperatures in the upper 80s to lower 90s throughout the entire region, and with an increase in humidity, temperatures will feel more like the mid to upper 90s. Now, as far as the isolated thunderstorm threat, we're going to have to watch out for the sea breeze front right along the New Jersey coast and around Long Island and over southern Connecticut. And we'll have to watch out for any rogue disturbances that try to dive south from the Great Lakes and Mohawk River Valley towards the northern Mid-Atlantic, especially over the Hudson River Valley, northwestern Connecticut, and the New York City metro, including northern New Jersey. The key word here is isolated. Most locations will remain dry today, tomorrow, and for much of Thursday, with clear skies and very hot and humid weather conditions. We're looking at temperatures again for tomorrow in the lower to mid 90s throughout much of the region, upper 80s right along the immediate coast. But to get an idea of just how humid it is, low temperatures tomorrow morning are only going to be in the lower to mid 70s, possibly upper 70s in some urban areas, and your dew points are going to be in the upper 60s to lower 70s. So that's going to lead to a heat index easily to around 100 degrees for tomorrow afternoon. The good news is that, much like all these other periods of hot weather, this is short-lived and just doesn't have much in the way of legs, with our temperatures falling back into the upper 80s by the time we get towards this weekend. So let's take a look at this forecast using the European Mild Guidance from the Penn State UL website. Again, for today, generally dry conditions are expected. Can't rule out an isolated thunderstorm. Look for high temperatures in the upper 80s to lower 90s. For tomorrow, rinse and repeat. Dry conditions for the most part. Clear skies. Can't rule out an isolated thunderstorm in the afternoon. Now, these thunderstorms are going to be slow moving. So, the primary impacts from these thunderstorms is going to be heavy downpours and the potential for localized flash flooding. So if you get impacted by one of these thunderstorms, unfortunately they'll be around for quite some time. Meanwhile, locations just to your west, south, or east will have almost nothing. So that's pretty much how these thunderstorms are going to set up. They're tropical downpours, very slow moving, much like yesterday. If you get hit by one, expect for a long duration event, anywhere from 1 to 3 hours, as these thunderstorms meander around the region. But again, they'll be isolated and most locations will not be impacted. Low temperatures tomorrow will range from the lower to mid 70s. High temperatures tomorrow in the lower to mid 90s. That heat index is easily going to touch 100 degrees in many urban areas, so do be prepared and drink plenty of water. The heat doesn't last long, though. We have a very weak cold front that moves through on Thursday. Again, isolated threat for a thunderstorm. The primary difference behind this cold front is going to be a bit of a knockdown in temperatures. Look for low temperatures in the lower to mid 70s once again. High temperatures in the mid to upper 80s along the immediate coast and upper 80s to lower 90s in the Delaware River Valley. On Friday, look for another weak cold front to move through early Friday morning with a few AM showers. Otherwise, look for scattered cloud cover by the afternoon. Low temperatures in the upper 60s to lower 70s. High temperatures in the mid to upper 80s along the immediate coast and upper 80s to lower 90s everywhere else. There will be a significant decrease in humidity though. For example, instead of dew points being around 70 degrees like on Wednesday and Thursday, by Friday dew points will be more like around the upper 50s to lower 60s, so it'll feel a bit better. For the weekend, high pressures in control for Saturday and Sunday with clear skies and generally comfortable weather conditions for the summer. We're going to look at low temperatures in the upper 60s to lower 70s, high temperatures in the upper 80s to lower 90s, lower humidity, of course, with dew points in the upper 50s to lower 60s. So, my best bet for you would be head to the beach or towards the movie theater to stay cool. Especially along the beach, you'll get a nice little sea breeze with temperatures staying in the mid 80s if you get that sea breeze, with still some rather comfortable weather conditions. On Monday and Tuesday, we're going to be at the threat for a few isolated showers and thunderstorms as a few disturbances move through. Temperatures are a bit more seasonable for this time of year on average. Look for low temperatures in the upper 60s to lower 70s and high temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. That is your forecast discussion for today. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. Thank you for following NYNJPA weather, and as always, stay safe out there.